Hello students, today we will discuss measures to correct excess and deficient demand. There is monetary and fiscal policy. Today we will discuss monetary policy. The RBI is empowered to regulate the money supply in the economy through its monetary policy. What is monetary policy? It is the policy of correcting excess and deficient demand in the economy by controlling the supply of credit. Aim of monetary policy to correct the situation of inflation and deflation in the economy. Instruments of monetary policy. Same topic we have discussed in the money and banking. Now it is deleted from money and banking, but it is in the syllabus now in this chapter. Quantitative instruments now we will discuss. Policy rates, bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate. Policy ratios CRR, SLR and open market operations. Qualitative measures, margin requirements, rationing of credit, moral suasion, but in our syllabus there is only margin requirements. Bank rate. Bank rate refers to the rate of interest at which RBI lends money to the commercial banks. It relates to instant loan requirement of the commercial bank. In the case of excess demand, bank rate is increased by RBI. It leads to increase in interest rate. When interest rate is increased, then credit becomes costly. Demand for credit by household and investors reduced, so less money flows to the economy. Purchasing power is reduced, so aggregate demand falls and problem of excess demand is controlled. During deficient demand, bank rate is decreased. It leads to decrease in the interest rate. Then credit becomes cheaper. Demand for credit by households and investors increased. So more money flows to the economy, purchasing power is increased, aggregate demand rises, and problem of deficient demand is controlled. Repo rate. The rate at which the RBI offers short period loans to the commercial banks by buying government securities in the open market. It is a repurchase rate. A repurchase agreement is signed by both the parties stating that the securities will be repurchased by the commercial banks on a given date at a predetermined price. You can give same explanation as the bank rate. During excess demand, repo rate is increased. During deficient demand, repo rate is decreased. Reverse repo rate, the rate at which the RBI accepts deposits from the commercial banks through government securities. It is a reverse repurchase rate. A reverse repurchase agreement is signed by both the parties stating that the securities will be repurchased on a given date at a predetermined price. Reverse repo rate allows the commercial banks to generate interest income. In case of excess demand, central bank increase reverse repo rate. Banks deposit more funds with central bank. This will reduce the cash reserves of the commercial banks. They can give less credit. Money flows in economy will reduce. So aggregate demand falls and problem of excess demand is corrected. In case of deficient demand, central bank decrease the reverse repo rate. Banks deposit less funds with the central bank. This will increase the cash reserves of the commercial banks. They can give more credit. Money flow in the economy will increase. problem of deflation is wiped out. It is a very simple. Now, CRR, cash reserve ratio, it refers to the minimum percentage of bank's total deposits required to be kept with RBI. In case of excess demand, CRR is increased. This will reduce the cash reserves of the commercial banks. There will be contraction of credit. Less money supply will flow in the economy. Inflation is controlled. In case of deficient demand, CRR is decreased. Central bank injects additional purchasing power in the economy. There will be expansion of credit. More money supply will flow in the economy, so deflation is controlled. Statutory liquidity ratio, it refers to liquid assets of the commercial banks which they are required to maintain as a minimum percentage of their total deposits. If there is excess demand, SLR is increased. Rise in liquid assets to be held by the commercial banks with themselves. Fall in cash reserves of commercial banks. There will be contraction of credit. Less money supply will flow in the economy. Aggregate demand falls. Excess demand is controlled. Deficient demand, SLR is decreased. Fall in liquid assets to be held by commercial banks with themselves. Central bank injects additional purchasing power in the economy. Expansion of credit. More money supply will flow in the economy. So aggregate demand rises. Deficient demand is controlled. A role of open market operations. Open market operations refers to buying and selling of bonds issued by government in the open market. This purchase and sale is entrusted to the central bank on behalf of the government. When RBI buys a government bond in open market, it pays for it by giving a check. This check increases the total amount of reserves in the economy and thus increases the money supply. Selling of bond by RBI leads to reduction in quantity of reserves and hence the money supply. A role of open market operations during excess demand. Government securities are sold by central bank in the open market. Central bank withdraws additional purchasing power. There will be contraction of credit. Less money flows to the economy. Purchasing power is decreased. Aggregate demand falls. So excess demand is controlled. In case of deficient demands, government securities are purchased by the central bank in the open market. Central bank provides additional purchasing power. There will be extension of credit. More money flows to the economy. Purchasing power is increased. Aggregate demand rises. Deficient demand is controlled. Qualitative instruments. Now we will discuss qualitative instruments. In our syllabus, there is only margin requirements. It is the difference between value of security offered for loan and actual value of loan granted. For example, if we give security of 1000 to bank and bank will give loan of rupees 100, then margin is 200. Margin requirements are increased during inflation and decreased during deflation. In the case of excess demand, central bank increases margin. Banks can now give less credit. Money flow in the economy will reduce. Aggregate demand falls. Excess demand is controlled. In case of deficient demand, central bank decreases margin. Banks can now give more credit. Money flows in economy will increase. Aggregate demand rises. Deficient demand is controlled. Moral suasion implies persuasion, request, informal suggestion, advice, and appeal by central banks to commercial banks to cooperate with general monetary policy of the central bank. In a situation of excess demand, it appeals for credit contraction and credit expansion in the case of deficient demand. Selective credit control. In this method, the central bank can give directions to the commercial banks not to give credit for certain purposes, or to give more credit for particular purposes, or to the priority sectors. In a situation of excess demand leading to inflation, the central bank introduces rationing of credit in order to prevent excessive flow of credit, particularly for speculative activities. It helps to wipe off the excess demand. In a situation of deficient demand, central bank withdraws rationing of credit. Thank you.